Today we have a very special guest, Antonio Cuciniello, and I hope I said that right, man. But I
You got
thank
it.
thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it a ton. And really, I wanted to hear your story because I know you're investing in real estate now. But can you tell the people like what were you even doing before real estate? What was your first step into entrepreneurship?
Well, I used to be a software developer because, I come from an immigrant family and the only choice I had was doctor, engineer, or lawyer, nothing else. So I was a software engineer. And my first day at my software engineering job, I was like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. So I was texting my friend that day and he was like, dude, there's this thing called entrepreneurship. I had never heard of it before. But then when I looked at back at my entire life, my dad is technically an entrepreneur. He's a contractor. My uncle is an entrepreneur. He runs a truck driving business. My other uncle is an entrepreneur. He has a solar panel business. My other uncle's a barber. And I was just like, oh, everyone in my life is an entrepreneur. But for some reason, they all told me to not be one. And so that set me off onto this spiral of trying to become an entrepreneur. And it first started with Amazon FBA. So me and the guy that was texting me, we were best friends at the time. We started an Amazon FBA business. We were selling bamboo cutting boards, and I took the money that I saved from my first software engineering job, put it into that, and we lost. Oh, I'll fast forward a little bit. 11 months into this job and doing this Amazon FBA business on the side, I was like, I saved up $8,000. I got everything. I'm ready to go. And I quit my job. And me and my partner were like, there's no way we're going to lose. And needless to say, fast forward 3 months, we lost all of the money we had. I ran out of all my savings, and the business itself lost $21,000. And I was 23 and I was living in my parents' basement. I was like, all right, now what do I do? So I, at this point in time, I was learning about real estate investing, and I was really interested in. I was following a lot of people on YouTube and stuff, and I was really interested in content creation. Now I was doing the service, and I'm also building out now, or now. Last year, I spent a lot. I made a lot more money from sponsors and affiliates than I did through any other form of income.
Wow. And so how do you even for let's break each one down then. How do you even reach out to sponsors per se? Like say you're someone's making
Most
an
of them were
Instagram.
inbound. Like I didn't have to reach out to any
Oh.
of them. They would DM me or email me and say, "Hey, let's do a sponsorship." Now, what I'm trying to do is get a few people to help me reach out to brands. This way I can increase that income, because it's not very sustainable for to wait for a brand to inbound me and then say, hey, let's do a sponsorship. So basically trying to do outbound and get some sponsors that way.
That's cool. And then are most of them just saying something like, "Hey, make this in a video or add this in a video and talk about it?" Or is that how they generally work?
It depends on the brand. Like, some give you more creative freedom, some don't give you much creative freedom at all. So I like working with the ones that give me more creative freedom. The ones that tend to just say you have to say these exact words, the
Hmm.
video usually does very poorly, and then they get no money back on their
Yeah.
ad spend, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. Why are you going to spend money on my page just to have no one view the video?
Right. Yeah, because people know when something's an ad right away
Yeah,
if it's like that.
exactly. And they don't get that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, what about the affiliates? Is that something that you're actively having to pitch, or is it just kind of come as you talk about certain services you use and
Affiliates are more like I would call natural positioning. Like, someone DMs me or I'm on live and I'm talking about getting a loan, right? I have a lender partner that I say, here, fill out this form and they'll reach out to you. It helps me because it connects, it builds trust with my audience because I'm passing them off to someone that I trust, and I can potentially make some money from them, but only when they close on a loan. It depends on the types of affiliates. Some are like lead specific affiliates, others are affiliates for the like actual sale of whatever the product is.